Yeah, this is this Redux 6 of the Blu Rays. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as I can because the football's coming on in a bit. So, Guns and Navarone, fantastic war film. As I said, you know, I won't talk about some of the most obvious ones. That's great. This is Halloween. This is a German media book. I wish I took that thing off when it came. I don't know why I didn't, and then that's probably next to impossible to take off. It says it's a media book, but there's not really enough to really warrant it. It's kind of like, not as bad as the Running Man one, but you know, there's not much there. Hamlet, Kenneth Branagh, he's absolutely awesome. I think Kenneth Branagh as an actor gets a bit shit on the digibook of it. It's a fantastic film, really great. Hangover, it was okay. It's not the funniest comedy, it was alright. Harakiri, this is Criterion, really good film. Harakiri, this is the remake. This is the play exclusive. I still haven't seen this one yet. Takeshi Miike, you know, I hear it's kind of like a violent kind of remake of it. I'm all up for that. Harry Brown, enjoyable kind of sort of revenge kind of film. Michael Caine, he's an old guy, he's a ex-veteran, and his mate, I can't think of the actor, it's the guy sad to say, you know, the only thing I really remember from him is Harry Potter, as I can't think of who he plays like the caretaker or something. That's kind of sad though, because I don't really like Harry Potter, and I'm sure he's been in a lot, but he gets killed and then Harry Brown goes after him. A lot of respect to like the two drug dealers in that. There's one of the guys that have Outlaw. I can't. You see, my eyes aren't the best. There's no way I'm going to be reading that like with names up. The guy, the guy. This is England. You know, the two drug dealers. You know when he goes into that proper drug den. That's a great scene, man. That's really good. He's got Plan B in it. And Plan B, to be fair to him, he plays a cunt pretty well. I hate his music, but you know, he does. That's just personal preference there, okay? So I don't like. I'm just not a fan, but he plays a cunt in that very well. Heat, Steelbook, probably one of the best films of the 90s. First Hellboy, it was alright. I remember I got this on DVD, like, oh god, ages ago, years and years ago. It was alright. The ending's falls a bit flat. Second Hellboy. I might sell this copy and try to pick up Steelbook. Second film is a lot better. Goss does a great job as that elvish kind of guy in it. That looks fantastic on Blu Ray. That really is awesome. Henri and Navarre. It's set during the 16th century, early 17th century, like the religious wars in France. It's not a very good film. Should be better. I mean, they get some of the assassinations kind of right, but it's just not very good. And I like historical epics, but it's a real letdown. That's a real shame, because the subject matter with it, you know, there's a lot. You know, there's a lot they could have done with it. High and Low, Criterion edition of it. High and the Steelbook, one of my favourite films of all time. One of those films I can just quote the shit out about. The old VHS, you know, with him, you know, on the front cover, you know, with like kind of the sword in his hand type thing, you know. Clancy Brown as Kurgan in that. Oh man, I've been to that castle as well. The you know, the castle they march out of. I always remember because my brother was there. And he knocked a sword off the wall. You know, the castle they're marching out. You know, the battle with oh no, I used to know the name of the other clan. Oh god. I can't think what the other clan is they're fighting. I should know that. That's really going to piss me off. That is the clan the McLeods are fighting. But it's a great film. History of Violence, really, just awesome film. Honestly, just, you know, great cast, great film. Honestly, Hubba with a Shotgun, immensely enjoyable. Just, just crazy. Just, you know, just take your brain out and watch a great film. You know, it's great. Horse Soldiers, very good war film. Great John Wayne film, really good. The Horseman, Aussie kind of revenge film. Some guy, his daughter gets killed. I think she was involved in kind of pornography kind of ring. And tell you what, man, some of the violence in this is fantastic. I'm sure there's an excellent leg break with a sledgehammer I'm sure this, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a very good film. It's one of my favourite digibooks. How the West Was Won. It's really, really beautiful. I'll show you quickly inside. Like, you know, I'm sure people have seen it already, but it's great in places. It's got that is it this? I can never remember the effect they've got in this. You know, the is it the Cinerama effect? You know, where the screen's kind of slightly bended. They only used it on a few. Is it the small box? Is it the small box version? That's what the version I'm on about. The screen kind of curves out, almost like crescent-like. It's a bit kind of sickly to look at. But the first story with this, with Jimmy Stewart as a mountain man, that's the standout. So great brawl as well, man. Really violent brawl. It's really, really good. Criterion edition of Hunger. Really, really great film. Fassbender. Oh my God. The amount of, I mean, you think Christian Bale loses weight for The Machinist, you ain't seen anything till you've seen this. Like the IRA hunger strike of 81, I think. Fantastic film, man. The scene where he's having the conversation with him and Liam Cunningham in it, it's just absolutely fantastic. It's a great film. The Hunter, which I still haven't seen yet. It's Willem Dafoe hunting the thylacine, a marsupial tiger that went out. It was extinct, hunted to extinction in Tasmania. The last one died in 1936, I think. But I mean, there's a chance it could still be out there somewhere. Korean Steelbook of Hurt Locker, good film. Digibook of the Huss, absolutely amazing. Paul Newman, man, you know, lost a great actor, man. You know, he's just fucking awesome. I Saw the Devil. I think this contains like both cuts on it. You've got the theatrical edition, the international edition. I think one of the editions has less violence, but I think of the theatrical edition, it contains a sex scene that they cut out, but it's a great film. Fantastic brutality. Oh, beautiful. Really, really great film. Honestly, it deserves all the accolades it gets. I Love You, Philip Morris. Absolutely hilarious film. Really, really. Oh, great film, man. You know, it's really well played. You know, they don't. It's awesome. It really is good. Fantastic French film. L'Immortal. Jean Reno is kind of an aging, kind of retired kind of gangster, and he gets assassination attempt. Then he kind of, through his investigation, he finds out who's been going up against him. And I remember this. He's got an Algerian mate in this. I think he's Algerian, or part French, part Algerian, and he gets absolutely horrendous death in this. And then it's really weird, man. It's really weird when you see his mate's death in this. You really want him to go after them. You really want him to kill the motherfuckers, because it's nasty death, man. And there's a guy who is one of the guys who tried to assassinate him is the spitting image of Gary Oldman. In his kind of younger days, you'll know exactly the guy I mean. And there's an awesome scene, man, when after that happens and he finds the kind of the body of his mate, when he goes into this restaurant and they absolutely shit their pants when he comes in. It's fucking awesome. It's a great film. Great bit, man, when he thinks his kid's going to be killed as well. You know, it's a really awesome film. Watch that film. It's awesome. In Bruges, really, really great film. Really, you know, Colin Farrell's good in things like this. You know, he's, you know, Ray Fiennes. I'm not, you know, I'm not his biggest fan, but he's great in this. Brendan Gleeson, he's great in most things. It's good to see like Raglan Road. Luke Kelly singing it as well. I'm a big fan of Luke Kelly and the Dubliners. Real big fan, big fan. And it's good to see some of the music being showcased, because that's a beautiful song. In the Loop, I'm a big fan of them. In the Thick of It. Probably the best sitcom BBC has ever produced since Bottom, without doubt. And this is great. You know, it's fantastic writing. It's really great. You know, just really good. Incredible Hulk. I probably should have the other one as well, but you know, this was a very good film. The thought of Abomination, I think, at the end, you know, it's very, very impressive. You know, Tim Roth's good in it. I think, as I said, I might sell this. I might pick up the Steelbook. This is the Target digibook exclusive of King of the Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones. It's alright. Not great, is it? It's weird, man. You know, when I look back, like, it's really weird, like, with Indiana Jones. The first and the third one are fantastic. The second one, even that one, I mean, apart from the old Calimar kind of guy, that's the only kind of half-decent thing that's in the second one, and that's not great. You know, that's got George Lucas's sort of alien obsession written all over it with that Infernal Affairs trilogy. I got that ridiculously early. I ordered it from Amazon, I think. I got it really cheap, and it's a great film. I've had it a while now. Inglourious Bastards. You know, looking forward to Django. Inglourious Bastards. I tell you what, I remember I really put off watching Inglourious Bastards, and you know, it's just it's a great film. I know sometimes, you know, got some quite snarly kind of reviews about it, but I love that film. Insidious, the first part is absolutely amazing. The second part kind of trails off, but you know, it's very good. They should have stayed in the house a lot more, because some of that stuff, man, was very creepy. Again, you know, a good cinematic experience, you know, type thing. Insomnia. Now, I hear this is real good. I picked this up pretty cheap. I still haven't seen it. Al Pacino, it's Robin Williams. That, you know, that when Robin Williams was trying to be a bit more serious. You know, which I think he's a good actor, Robin Williams. But he did that in the 1 hour photo. Was it Interview with the Vampire? Awesome vampire film. When what's Brad Pitt called in this? Is it Louis? Is that what he's called? Yeah, he's called Louis. When he takes his well-deserved revenge, man, that's fucking brilliant. I love it when he just takes Stephen Rea, just tears him in, just cuts him in half with a scythe. Intimate Enemies, really good film, really great war film. I'd really recommend that. Yeah, watch that. That's really good. Awesome documentary coming up now. Into the Abyss. Werner Herzog, who I think is an absolute genius. Really good. I've spoke about this before. You know, just watch it. It's fantastic. Invictus Steelbook. It's quite weird, man. I'm not the biggest kind of rugby fan, and I'm not really. I mean, I shouldn't judge a film on that, but I'm just not a real kind of fan of this film. I think it's Morgan Freeman playing Morgan Freeman. You know, it's just. I don't know. I just didn't mind any. You know, Mandela and that. I don't think it was very good. Iron Man, which I definitely be picking up the play kind of steelbook when it comes out. It looks awesome. This is Iron Man 2. This is from the steelbooks from Taiwan. I love War Machine on the back there, man. Not like the biggest kind of comic book fan, but like, you know, I always appreciate Iron Man. Ironclad, really great medieval kind of yarn, set during the reign of King John, who's played amazingly by Paul Giamatti. I swear to God, it's got a great supporting cast. You've got Brian Cox there, and James Purefoy, who I think is an absolutely fantastic actor. He's awesome. Should be in more, you know. And it's also got your man who played. It's got Jason Fleming as well. Vladimir Coolidge from 13th Warrior. Real good film. His speech when he's berating Brian Cox, which then leads into one of the most hilarious deaths I've seen in modern cinema. I was absolutely pissing myself laughing. His speech about him being king, you know, heavenly ordained, it's absolutely fantastic. He's so good. Nails it totally. Steelbook of Island of Lost Souls. I'm trying to get this under 15 minutes now. It's a Wonderful Life, you know, great film. I don't need to talk about that. You know how good it is. Or you might not like it, but you know, I think it's a good film. Jason the Argonauts, incredible. Oh, just Harryhausen, just the master. It's just awesome. I always remember that as a kid, man. Is it Nigel Green, you know, the Hercules is here thing, you know, I always remember that as a kid. That line, you know, he's really good as Hercules in this, I have to say. It's a great film. Honestly, it's fantastic, you know. As a kid, I used to see that so many times, right? And the last on this shelf is JCVD. Fair play to Van Damme, he does an absolutely great job. His acting in this, you know, where he's reciting about his life and he's crying. Honestly, his acting's amazing. Yeah, so that's the end of this Redux video. Yeah, and I'll be back with another one shortly. Yeah, cheers for watching.